everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shirley, also known as Backttalk, and I usually do anything Disney, but today we are on a trip to the Bay Area. I kind of want to call it that. We're gonna go to San Francisco and San Jose, Santa Clara, and I'm just gonna go over what I did. I went really quickly. It was just like a 2-day thing on my way to go see my parents for the holiday, so it was super quickly, but I just wanted to cover it. And I also got some really nice footage of Palm Springs and some of the mountains on the way from Arizona to Oakland, because that's where I flew into. It was just so nice, so I included some of that footage. But yeah, so on my first day, because I was there 2 days, the first day we went over to San Francisco and we drove from Oakland. So Oakland is only about 35-minute drive, and we went really early so we wouldn't hit any traffic, so it was really nice, really smooth. And if you're going for a short time, I would recommend you do that. It's cheaper to stay in Oakland than San Francisco. San Francisco, you usually have to pay for parking at the hotels, and parking is such a nightmare in San Francisco, so I would suggest you do this, but it is up to you. But so the first thing you have to do is pass over to San Francisco. There is a toll you have to pay on the way there. I believe it's $7 or $8 that you get later in the mail, unless you have a car that already has the toll price already included. We parked over by the Macy's. We paid $42 for the whole day, and then the rest of the time we pretty much just walked or took a cable car. So San Francisco Macy's is a must-do. We went during the holidays, so I got to write a letter to Santa wishing the best for my family. So that's kind of what I did, and I sent it in, and I got a little button from it. It was really exciting. And then while I'm writing this, I can go over what the cable cars are. So it was our first time doing cable cars. You have to download the Muni Mobile, or you can buy it through the car, but it's cash only, or it's more expensive. So if you buy it through the mobile, you can get the passport, which was $13 per person, or $8 to and from each. So if you're gonna ride it more than once, use the passport. It's cheaper, and then you can just bring it up. My first experience with cable cars was not that good. The conductors were a little bit rude, and yeah, I just did not have a good time on the first ride on the cable car. After the first ride, everybody else was really pleasant. It's just that first person was just, I don't know. He told me to go around, and I was like, around? And he's like, that's what I said. And I was like, okay. Yeah, it was weird. But then the rest of the time I was right and fine, and all you have to do is show the QR code that you buy it online, and it was smooth after that. But yeah, do not wait for this at the port. Go to one of the stops and pick it up at the stops. If you get it at the port, you're gonna wait a long line for no reason, so go to one of the stops. So our first stop was over by Pier 39, Fisherman's Wharf, Ghirardelli Square. Everything is walking distance, so you can just get off the last stop of the cable car and then pretty much walk that entire thing. You can even walk all the way to Alcatraz. Now that walk is a little bit farther, but definitely you can do anything in Fisherman's Wharf. So of course we had to stop at Boudin. That's one of our favorite things to do when we're in the Bay Area. And then, like I said, we walked over to Pier 39. Pier 39 has changed so much since the first time I went. When I first went, it felt really like a carnival and very theme, and now it's very souvenir and very geeky. It's still is that a word? It's still cute, and I still recommend going, at least just to go see the sea lions, but it has changed a little bit. Gimmicky is the word I was thinking about. But the sea lions were just soaking up the sun, but you always have to stop and say hello to them, because this is like a big part of San Francisco, and you can also get beautiful views of Alcatraz. We did not go on this trip. We've gone before multiple times. Highly recommend you go to Alcatraz. We're trying to go at night to one of these days when we have more time for the spooky vibe, but Alcatraz is amazing. But anyways, yeah, this was fun, just walking around. And then of course we had to go to one of the candy stores there. There's two that I really like every time we go, and one of them is this toffee shop. Now I don't like, is it toffee? Yeah, taffy. I don't like taffy. I love the store. I just love like how it looks, the aesthetics of it. My husband does like taffy, so he went a little hard on it, but I don't like it. I just go for the aesthetics, but I recommend if you like taffy, because he likes it a lot. Then we went over to the Hard Rock Cafe, not for food, but for drinks. So it was just a nice place to go to the bathroom, get a couple of drinks, take a chill, decide what we wanted to do next, and then from there decide where we wanted to go eat, because just, I don't know, Hard Rock is okay. We went to the Cod Mother food truck. My husband really liked the cod. I didn't eat any, but the fries were really good. It was about $20 per basket, and yeah, we would recommend it. From there, we walked over to Ghirardelli Square. You have to go. It's just one of those things that everybody's like, oh, you have to go. you have to go at least once, look at it once you've gone once. If you're not really into Ghirardelli, then there's not much for you to do here. I mean, there's other things other than Ghirardelli, but like restaurants and arcades and things like that. But yeah. But there's a couple of Ghirardelli stores in here. There's, I believe, 4. Most people go to the first one, which is what we did, which was a mistake. You usually have to wait longer to order your like sundae or ice cream, when in reality there's like 3 other shops around the square that you can go to with less lines. So you can come in this one and take pictures and just look around, because this is like the main one where people sit down and eat their ice cream. But I wouldn't recommend buying it here. I would recommend buying it somewhere where there's less line. There's of course a lot of options. My husband got some I could not do with milk, so I tried a little bit, especially because his was so big. He got a shake on a cone. They looked at him weird. I looked at him weird, but he said it was good, so we'll have to trust him on this. And then of course there's just selections, like big selections of chocolate, but there's also a create your own, where you have kind of like the M&M store in Vegas, where you grab a different flavors of chocolates and you make your own little bags to go. So that's what I recommend you do, so you can try different ones rather than just buying a package that you can buy anywhere. Again, the views here were stunning, and of course we had to stop and just take a bunch of pictures. There are public bathrooms in Ghirardelli Square, all the way at the bottom of Ghirardelli Square, so another good note. I feel like San Francisco is known for not a lot of parking, not a lot of bathrooms. So anytime I find a good bathroom, I will let you know. And Ghirardelli had a good bathroom. Busy, but a good bathroom nonetheless. And then we went back to the cable car, because again we had the passport, and it took us all the way back over to the Macy's Square area for shopping. So over here in Union Square is another like must go to. There's so much shopping, so much to do. Again, we went during the holiday season, so they had this like pop-up Christmas market, which was really sad. Not a lot of it was open, not a lot of was happening. Maybe later at night there was more people or it was more busy, but it really did not give me that vibe, so it was just a little bit sad. So yeah, but there's plenty of shopping. There's high-end, low-end, there's Ross, things like that, just all sorts of shopping. A lot of hotels. I would highly suggest you go into the lobbies, especially if you're going during the holiday season like I did, and just look at everything that they have, because some of these lobbies are so amazing. And then we went to go eat over at John's Grill. This is our second time going. We loved it the first time. The second time we were a little disappointed, and it's kind of high price and it's steak, so for it to be a little disappointing, it was a little bit upsetting, but I would still recommend it because we still had a good time. And then we went over to the Golden Gate Theater because we had tickets for Beetlejuice, and no, I won't say it a third time. It was amazing. Highly recommend. Go do it if it's still there. On our second day, we went over to Santa Clara, Santa Barbara. This is Santana Row, so what I'm showing you right now is called Santana Row, and there's a lot of high-end stores, but it's also next to a Westfield mall that's also high-end and low-end, so it's just beautiful to walk around, do a little bit of shopping, do a little bit of eating. We ate at this place called Italy. There's one at MGM Park in Vegas. We saw one in Chicago. Let me know if there's one by you, but Italy, it's like a shop slash restaurant slash quick eats. We did the quick eats. We got pizza and gelato, and it's really good. Not super expensive, but it's like a quick lunch or a quick dinner, and it's beautiful in there, just stunning. And then the mall itself is actually very stunning too. And then from there, we went to Winterfest in the Great America. Now this was all of a sudden. We weren't planning on going to Winterfest, but we knew we wanted to do something holiday because my husband's gonna be working during Christmas, so we're not gonna see each other. So I was like, okay, let's do something holiday-y. And this was the thing. We paid $30 each online, and then plus parking. So we ended up paying about $100 for this whole experience from 5 to 10. Really cute. Now, I'm not sure if Great America is still going to be Great America. I tried Googling information about it. I guess they still have a lease, but anyways, it was a really nice time. There was a lot of Snoopy happening, and I love Snoopy. They had silent disco. I've never done silent disco. I'm a big fan. I really enjoyed it. And then, of course, we just walked around and admired all of the Snoopy Christmas celebration. It felt like you were in an amusement park, but you were also at a fair, but you were also at like a winter festival. It was very interesting. The park is a little bit run down. You can tell that it needs a little bit of love, but I don't know if that's because it's been so long or they're gonna sell it and they don't see a point. I will make a whole other video just as a vlog of like our time at Winterfest because we had a great time. But that's how we ended the night, and that's how I ended my 2 days there. I hope you have enjoyed this really quick recap of my 2 days over in the Bayside area. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever about San Francisco. I've been there a couple of times, or San Jose, Santa Clara. Let me know if you need any recommendations for food. I can give you a couple. And let me know if you have any tips, or if you are somebody that lives there. Is it actually the Bayside, or am I saying that wrong? I don't know where I got it from. I hope you liked this. If you didn't, let me know what I can improve on. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe. It helps me out, and then you can see other videos like this. I hope you have a great holiday, and until next time, adios.